Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince winner Total War Attila tournament cast. Again, this is the Agartha Flash tournament number 1, hosted by Agartha, obviously. But this is a round of 16 match between Skill3ss of VOD, playing as the Burgundians, and Silverwind of Wolf in command of the Jutes. So, Burgundians versus Jutes, classic matchup, I suppose, in the current meta. But we will see. Slow motion time. Let's go over the Burgundians. So Burgundian Guard General Gold 1 with Brace. Quite strong infantry unit. Then we see... what do we see? So 4 Royal Lancers, 2 on each flank. And then center left, 1 barbed. Center right, 1 barbed. Over here for the Burgundians. Now, let's see. What else? Well, we have 2 Burgundian Axemen. Silver 1 on the right, 2 silver 1 on the left. Then we have 2 Germanic Pikes with up front, looks like 3 Germanic Archers and 1 Scattershot Hurler on each flank. Very interesting unit as it fires 3 projectiles. So it's going to do lots of damage to the Huskarls. Then what else do we have? Well, besides the Burgundian Guard, we have 2 Noble Germanic Swordsmen, bronze 3. So fairly safe build, I suppose, by the Burgundians here. Now what do we have for the Jutes? Well, let's see. We have the Nordic Raid Leader Bronze 2 with Brace. Then we have up front 4 Nordic hurlers in loose formation. Right behind those, however, we do have some Nordic Horse Lords. Looks like, how many of them? 1, 2, 4 as expected, and looks like 2 Viking Raider Cavalry as his medium cav contingent. Then we have, all the way in the back, looks like 6 of these Huskarls. Okay, not 6 Huskarls. 2 Huskarls on the right, bronze 1. 2 Huskarls on the left, bronze 1. And then in the center, looks like, is it? Yeah, 3 Nordic Axe Warriors, bronze 1. And all the axes are actually bronze 1, it seems. And the cavalry, well, the Nordic Horse Lords are all bronze 1. But the Viking Raider Cavalry is medium. So let's hit fast forward, as both players are just spawned deployed very far behind, and they're gonna take some time to actually move up and engage here. Pikes up front, supported by the Germanic Archers. No big deal here, and just gonna be a lot of kiting going on. But it looks like these pikes actually want to take the damage from the hurlers. Yeah, Germanic Archers definitely have the advantage in range against the hurlers, but the thing is that the hurlers can just take all the damage from the Germanic Archers, and this is very good for the Jutes actually. So what's happening here is these spikes went up so far forward against the hurlers that the hurlers get almost point blank shots at these spikes, and they're going to be very effective. Look, they only used about half their ammo and they killed the Germanic Pike. And now this Pike unit is going to die very quickly too. So this is super effective for the Jutes in my opinion. They still have some ammo left. They don't even need to waste their ammo on these Germanic Archers, honestly. How much ammo did the Scattershot Hurlers have? 12, so not a lot. And if they target these Nordic Hurlers yeah, or in loose formation, they're gonna have even less. Yeah, very, very nicely done here by the Jutes though, with the hurlers. Looks like this Pike is just gonna rout these Viking Raiders, just gonna go in and pull out. This is not a good idea though. These guys just this was a lot of friendly fire. Look, 50 men left because the Axes actually threw their stuff, and these guys too. That was a bad move by the Jutes actually because of the friendly fire. So looks like even though it started very well, now it's turning around a bit, and the Burgundians are getting a bit of a better engagement. But still, I really like the engagement for the Jutes still, because the Nordic hurlers still alive, still have ammo, whereas 2 pikes are actually just gone off the field completely. So I really like it for the Jutes right now. And these Royal Lancers, ooh, they have to be careful. Oh, unfortunately for okay, looks like the Jutes are coming in, but they're not gonna make it into the Royal Lancers as they pull out, or are they? Okay, the Royal Lancers are pulling out. Question is this effective? Ooh, the Jutes are really committing. Okay, they're not. So the Royal Lancer only lost 1 man. It's not a big deal. Now it's going to turn around, and as the slingers hit the Viking Raider cavalry, this means that the Royal Lancers can get an excellent charge onto them. But now needs to stop the friendly fire. This is not good. This Viking Raider cavalry is going to die before any support comes in, potentially. We'll see though. It's medium, it's taking damage from all these arrows, which should not be fired actually. But yeah, pull out with the Royal Lancers right now or go for the axes, but... Ooh, no charge and no pull out. This is really bad for the Burgundians. The axemen get in there and they're gonna kill the Royal Lancers. And here, oh, the Royal Lancers are gonna get in, but they took significant damage already, down to 56. The axes are around for the Jutes. Over here, Royal Lancers getting an excellent charge into the Viking Raider cavalry, so actually Barbed Lancers. Okay, these Nordic Horse Lords taking a lot of damage themselves. Royal Lancers here killing off Nordic Horse Lords. Huskarls moving in those. There's no infantry support here for the Burgundians. That's not gonna go well for the Burgundians, of course. These axes though gonna kill these units. Royal Lancers trying to go for another charge onto these Huskarls, and looks like they actually kind of made it into the Huskarls, and look at that charge. Huskarls losing so many men, but that means the Barbed Lancers just died. So those axes down to 80. These Huskarls here, okay, so the Royal Lancers trying to disengage and go for these units, but at this point these Nordic Axe Warriors going to kill the Noble Germanics. And Noble Germanics not in shield wall, that is a mistake. General against general here, Burgundian Guard against Nordic Raid Leader. These Noble Germanics need to support or the Royal Lancers as well. That charge is going to kill the general of the Jutes, but at this point it looks like the Burgundians have actually lost horribly on the flanks, on both flanks, so it's not looking great. Even if they kill the enemy general, which looks like it's going to be the case. No, it's not going to be the case. There is very little hope for the Burgundians, despite killing the general, just because there are so many units left for the Jutes, and the Jutes brought like, what was it, 9 axe units? That's pretty insane. And just look at these archers, these Germanic archers, just targeting down all these units. This is going to be enough though. Oh, Royal Lancers get disrupted, they don't even get their charge off. This is not good at all for the Burgundians. And here comes the cavalry for the Jutes, and some axes to finish off the engagement. This Noble Germanic swordsman is going to pull out, but the Burgundian Guard, I mean the general is still not dead. Okay, finally dead for the Jutes. 1 man left, but that's not the gen. Well, unfortunately for the Burgundians, their general is going to die now. And just not a lot left the Burgundians can do here. Yeah, some mistakes with the Royal Lancers really cost the Burgundians the game here, I think. So I really thought the Burgundians would do well in this matchup, but yeah. Oh, these Noble Germanics actually destroyed an Axe Warrior. But now they're going to die to this cavalry charge. What kind of cavalry is it? Okay, Nordic Horse Lords. Yeah. Well, we know who wins that fight. And the general of the Burgundians dies at the end. And let's fast forward to the end. And let's look at stats. Yeah, some of the Royal Lancers got completely wasted. Barb getting significant kills, but still. Burgundian Axemen not doing well against those Huskarls, though, in the prolonged fight. Burgundian Guard getting a lot of kills on the Nordic Raid Leader, though. And look at those Nordic Axe Warriors for the Jutes. 256 kills, wow. Huskarls getting tons of kills, too. Very nicely done. Or Nordic Horse Lord, still alive, 282 kills. Did not see that unit, sadly, but the Viking Raider Cavalry is... we're able to see kind of wasted there, because it got just absolutely destroyed by Royal Lancers. But yeah, that is game, so hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Google+. Share the video and I'll see you next time.